I have complained for some time about our small storage system. The storage system that we can't find anything in, and it never stays organized. And so in today's episode, I build up a massive storage system in our first ever Treasure Planet inspired ship. Designing, gathering resources, and recording this video has taken me over 40 hours to complete. And so I would absolutely love if you would subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. So without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Before we get started gathering resources for today's project, it is time for another segment of Storytime with Callie. Well, I've had a little bit of a silly idea, but I think it's going to turn out pretty cool. For those of you who don't know, enbentz had a quest that he wanted brown mushrooms. Well, a brown mushroom, and he was going to pay 100 diamonds to the first person who brought him one. So somebody has already brought him the first one, no problem, but I wasn't aware that it was completed, so I did ask him, are you in still need of brown mushrooms? Because the other day, as you can tell, I have come into possession of 5 brown mushrooms. Yes, there is 5 there. There was a thunderstorm and I was like, hey, let's just try it. And we ended up getting 5. So I did message enbentz and he did say he was willing to pay me half price for a brown mushroom. But I have a little bit of an idea of how we can decorate up our little delivery. I am going to take a moment here and try and separate these guys so I can get 1 brown mushroom into my boat, and we're going to go on a little bit of an adventure. Okay, on our adventure. Hey guy, are you excited for your adventure? The plan here is, you know how I've been making all those mushroom trees? I thought since we were bringing a brown mushroom that I would make another one. Now, does this really go with the theme of enbentz's place? No, but I am fully aware that he has every right to take this down if he desires. We are here, so we're just going to let you hang out there while I figure this out. So, you know what? I am just going to jump into a time lapse and do this because I think this is going to be really fun and I really hope enbentz enjoys this. Well, I'm actually kind of liking how this is turning out. I think it kind of has that willow vibe. So you may be asking me, how are you going to deliver the brown mushroom cow here? And that is a very great question. I think a swing hanging out over there with this little guy on there will be perfect. Ooh, that's kind of cute. That swing needs to just slide over like a couple blocks, but I do kind of like that diagonal. So I did make a name tag while we were down there, and that's right, we are naming it Mocha. Now, enbentz, if you want to change the name, that's fine, but he's really cute and I wanted to give him a name. You have to come with me and we have to put you up in your swing. I love that. Oh my goodness. That is such a cool idea. Mocha is having a lovely time in his swing. That's our little gift to enbentz. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in a bit. So now that I've taken a little bit of time to show you what we got up to and the little gift that we sent to enbentz, I think it's finally time to start gathering up all those necessary resources that we are going to need. There's a black cat here. I want this black cat. He just loaded in with my villagers. Can we get a black cat friend? We got a black cat friend. Oh my goodness. This is so cute. Hey, buddy. Now that we have ourselves a black cat friend, it is time to get back to the grind of gathering the necessary materials for our ship build. So we first started by gathering a lot of wood. We needed a lot of jungle for this and a little bit of dark oak. Next up, we went down into the mines because, well, we're just running low on iron. We're constantly running low on iron, and if we're going to automate the storage ship, we're definitely going to need a lot of iron for hoppers. So we went down to the mines and things happened. Things happened that I really wished had not happened. I did not know that Enderman was mad at me. Oh my goodness. What happened there? This is so not cool. We are now up to 3 deaths on the server, and somehow I just think it's gonna keep on climbing. Got our stuff back and we headed back mining out coal and iron and copper when we saw it. And all these resources will certainly help us in the long run building up our new ship. Coal is something that I keep running out of, so I was very happy with the amount of coal that we were able to bring back from this mining trip and be able to smelt up all the iron. One of the major materials we're going to need for our ship build is nether brick. I thought, well, you know what, to keep me more safe, let us just smelt down the netherrack that we have here and make our own brick. That took forever and I didn't even have enough netherrack to actually accomplish that task. So we went to a fortress. Despite fortresses being scary and having a lot of bad mobs there, we were successful and came home with a lot of nether brick. So that was a lot of grinding for the materials that we are going to need for our next build project. So let's jump into that time lapse and get this thing built up. With over 8 hours of building, we have finally got ourselves a magnificent ship, and I am so proud of this build. From bow to stern, our Treasure Planet-inspired storage ship has truly come to life, and I love how this has turned out. From each of the sails that kind of look a little tattered and worn, down into our soon-to-be automated storage unit. I am so happy with how all of the build turned out, and I love the contrasting colors of the nether brick and the warped wood together. But we certainly can't stop here. Despite the fact that we actually have ourselves a ship, we still do not have a fully settled storage system, and that needs to be completed. First off, up here on the deck, we do have some more decor work that we are going to need to do. It is a very large and open deck, and I do want to add in a few more pieces. If any of you have any suggestions on what we could add to decorate up the deck of this ship a little bit more, feel free to leave a comment below, because I would absolutely love to know your thoughts about other decor we could do around here. Up here, this is what we've decided to use for the steering wheel in the ship, and I think it works out all right. Very simple. Of course, we have the mast with iron bars showing as the ropes from it. And on the back here, as you may have seen, we do have a little bit of propeller because this is not just a water ship, this is a flying ship. And to be a flying ship, you need something to propel you forward. But if you come down here to the captain's quarters, currently this is very empty. And I would like to make a bedroom over here possibly, and then maybe an office on this side, and then you'd have the walkway through, because down these stairs is where the storage unit is. So I have put in most of the chests, but not all of them. So I'm going to have to go and grab some more wood, finish off the chests. We got the lanterns lighting the way, and I really, really love how this decor came together. But then here at the end, I actually made a mini super smelter. So we have the blast furnace on this side. You can put the actual items that you want smelted up in these chests. And then in the back, you can put in the coal or whatever you're using to smelt stuff with. And then all of the resources, once you smelt them, will come out into these bottom chests. So here in the back, there should be more than enough space for us to put in the automation system. And we will just be using Impulse's design, but we have to gather a few more materials to actually accomplish that. And that means making some more hoppers. That means making some more chests and some redstone components. So that is going to be our next goal here, to gather all those resources and actually get this automated, because having an automated storage system is going to be amazing. Plus just the sheer fact that this is going to be so much more storage than we currently have, and we will not have to be concerned about having random chests floating everywhere. So now that you've gotten a little tour of the ship, let's go gather those resources. I am pretty sure we now have all the chests in. Now I know we are going to need hoppers, and I have just now realized that where this door placement is horrible. So we have to fix that because that can't stay there. You know what? We will fix it later. Let's start putting in the hoppers. There should be enough space on the top because I think we need like 2 spaces. I don't have hoppers on me. Okay, we have to go find some hoppers. I don't fully know how to do this, but I do know that we need a bunch of hoppers. At some point, I'm going to start watching Impulse's tutorial and try and figure out how to actually do this. But for now, I do know that we need to put hoppers into all the backs of these. Something that I do know is we need a lot more hoppers than I actually have, and a better door placement. Okay, so hoppers all on that side. I only have 23 more hoppers, which means, we are definitely going to need to make some more in order to do up this side as well. So hopefully we have this side all completed with the redstone components. I am definitely running out of the redstone components, so I'm not sure we're going to be able to get to the other side. But I basically just took Impulse's design and copied and pasted it in here using the blocks that I had. So the last thing we do have to do is put in the item sorter itself and the item filter. I just have to decide how I want to actually have these items sorted. And I will catch back with you when we have a little bit more progress going on. We have made amazing progress on this storage system. It is now fully automated and working, which is amazing. But we don't quite have all the items that we want to store in here. So if we take a look, I have decided to put signs up. I might change that at some point, but I didn't want to use item frames just because I want to prevent any lag on the server. So that's why we're not using item frames, but we will get some glow ink, and we will put some glow ink on these. I guess it'd probably be good for me to get some white dye and dye these signs. That should mean that all of these will just show up really well, so that will work out perfect. And we have only gotten down so far on here, so this one's a little bit further. This one we still have 2 more sections, and this one we only have 2 more pieces. But I do have most everything that I do want to store here labeled already, and the blocks that I have been able to, I have put into the system already. So if we jump up and click it, here's the system with the dark oak logs, so that's the only thing that will go into this section. So the one thing I don't have here is food, because we don't have a set food system yet. Definitely need to change that, because as you can tell, I'm now eating cookies. So we need to figure out our food situation, and we'll probably put an area here for food and any other blocks that I can think of. But so far, I am really loving how this has gone. I will show you here briefly what it looks like in the back. So we've just used white wool, and this is the system. It's Impulse's design. but it fits very nicely back here, and I'm very happy that it has worked out as well that it has. So this is where you would put your inputs. So anything you wanted to put into the system would go there. And this chest over here is where you're going to have stuff come out that doesn't fit in the sorting system and you'd have to sort manually. So things like, I'm thinking wooden stairs or smooth stone or, you know, those different things, or even like redstone components. But those are small items that I don't necessarily use a lot of and don't expect to have a lot. And so with wooden stairs, I mean, I'm going to basically make what I need for the project, and any leftovers I can just put at the end someplace. And of course, we still have our storage system down in our starter house, but I am so happy with how this has all turned out, from the design down here in the storage system to having it fully automated. We just need to spend a little bit more time and do some sorting, but I'll do that between episodes and get this all fully settled. I also need to go and get some glow squid ink, so that's going to take me a little bit of time. I like now that we have a little small super smelter. It'll help so much in the projects that we have going on, and of course the sorting system will be amazing. And this ship, oh my goodness, even though this ship took me so long to design and build, I am so happy with the results. It is a massive build and really makes all the rest of our builds pale in comparison. Like, they're all so small compared to this thing. But I am so happy with how this has turned out, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this build. Please let me know in the comments what you think I should add to the deck of this ship to decorate it up a little bit more and fill it out a bit, and any other suggestions you have for this ship. But I am so happy with how this has turned out. Oh my goodness. It's so hard to even like fit it all into the frame, but it's so cool. So I think that is going to be all for us today. This episode has taken a very long time to fully produce and edit and create, but I am so happy with the results. If you do like what you see here, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you are new, I would really love if you would subscribe. It helps me out a lot and it is free to do. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next episode.